Internal Systems Unit. A processor is the brain of the computer. Its most basic job is to receive input and provide the most appropriate output. The processor tells the computer exactly what to do. Motherboard. The motherboard allows all parts of the computer to communicate with each other. It is the main circuit board in the computer. The BIOS. This is the basic input-output system. It is a software which is pre-installed. This allows the computer to get started once it has been turned on. Power supply. This is the component which supplies power to other appropriate computer components. The main function is to change one type of electric current to another. The fan and heat sink. A fan is placed inside the computer to blow hot air out of the system or pull cold air into the system. The heat sink is usually located below the fan. It is used to attract heat away from components to the fan, which will blow the heat away. Ultimately, the heat sink is used to keep the components cool and stop them from overheating. The SATA, also known as the serial ATA. This is a cable which is needed to attach hard drives to the computer motherboard. The EIDE. This is also a cable which is used to link drives to the motherboard. Master and slave. This is a procedure set up in the basic input-output system. It is where one device has more control over one or more other devices. Ports are used to join input or output devices so that they can connect with the rest of the system. The RAM. RAM means random access memory and is temporary storage space that stores instructions which allow the computer to work faster. RAM allows the computer to have numerous software open at one time. A graphics card is usually installed into the computer, which helps to process and display images, including 3D graphics. The GUI operating system. This is the Graphical User Interface Operating System. The GUI uses windows, icons and menus to carry out instructions. Security. Windows developers accomplish a strong security by updating their software regularly and encouraging their users to download and install Windows updates regularly. However, it is known that it doesn't take long before hackers discover security weaknesses in Windows. Windows have to ensure that their software is secure, as there is more of a threat due to the fact they have millions of users. Linux is also secure, and people would argue that Linux is more secure than Windows due to the fact that they have a smaller audience size, which eliminates the chance of malicious attacks. Linux also have a different system where their users are given lower level accounts. This means that if they lose, then the virus won't have the access to reach all accounts. Windows 10 allows you to customize the desktop background, change the color, accent, modify the lock screen, apply a theme and alter the taskbar. This means that users can personalize their experience. Linux is an open source desktop, which means many people use this software due to the ability to customize. Linux has much flexibility and can allow you to change every single part of the software to your own liking. Windows has made many improvements in reliability over time, but is still thought to be less reliable than Linux. Linux is very reliable and secure. There is a strong focus on system security and uptime. Windows 10 usually costs between £119.99 or £219.99 for Windows 10 Pro. However, you can upgrade Windows 7 or 8.1 if you upgrade before a certain date. This is obviously a massive difference compared to Linux. Linux is free of charge and open source. You can download and install without purchase. However, some companies offer paid support for their distributions, but the actual software is free to download. An advantage of Windows 10 is that multitasking has been improved. It allows users to open up to 4 apps on the same screen. Microsoft has also introduced hologram projection for Windows 10. This means that users who want to play 3D versions of games or develop 3D applications can do so by using HoloLens projection goggles. Another advantage is that Windows 10 will include universal Office apps which are all pre-installed onto phones and tablets. Finally, another strength of Windows is that Microsoft have added an Xbox app which allows users to access their accounts through PCs. Users can stream games, look at achievements, send messages and see what friends are up to. Firstly, an advantage of Linux is that it is free and users do not need to pay for the software. Linux is also an open source which allows users to customize how they like. Linux is also less vulnerable to computer malware. This means that Linux is more secure and reliable due to the fact that malware is usually designed to attack Windows. Another advantage is that Linux is very stable because when the system crashes, which it rarely does, the whole system does not go down. Linux has a better enhanced backward compatibility. Virus protection. This is securing the computer from viruses which cause the computer to run slowly or even be hacked. Some viruses can also delete personal files and even physical damage to the computer. The benefit of having virus protection is that the best software can prevent over 99% of viruses. This protection can also prevent you from paying thousands of pounds when needing to repair the computers. Another benefit is that the virus protection will automatically get rid of any infected files. Finally, this protection will ensure that your files are kept secure and untouched. Removal of cookies. Cookies are typically used by websites to watch visitors and keep information stored like usernames. Cookies are used by most websites online and are kept on the user's computer containing specific data relevant to the certain user. A benefit of removing cookies is that your computer will have a more efficient performance. This is because cookies can build up and slow down the system's routine. Another benefit is that you will have extra hard drive space. Deleting cookies will ensure that your system does not crash. It will increase the performance of the PC. Finally, another benefit is that some cookies can be used to watch behaviour online or aid hackers when planting malware. Deleting these cookies ensure that you are at a lesser risk of security breach.